China or Japan? If you don't know where to go to because both countries are very appealing to you, let me do this video for you because I have been to both, so I can distinguish both countries from each other. Japan is very great for you if you like to have fun, because honestly Japan can be so freaking fun with the karaoke, with the cards. Like, there's so much to do, and I always say that Japan feels like that you are going back to the past, like to the 80s and even 70s, and like there are very, very old gamer cards, and the food is very tasty because the fish and whatever. But Japan can be a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you need to save up a lot of money, but Japan has, like, from the flair, from the vibe, something very, very special to it. But China felt so freaking unique and different and beautiful. And as someone, if you like have a budget and you are traveling on a budget, I definitely would recommend you to go to China as a Muslim person. And that sounds crazy because in Japan there are halal spots definitely, but not as many as in China. And in China there is a huge Muslim population with a lot of halal spots actually. And I need to say that the noodle soups in China are very, very tasty. But just in general, the landscapes of China are huge. And if you are worrying about the safety part, because I know, like, I was very scared with like my hijab and being in China, but honestly it was way easier to get through immigration in China, Shanghai, than Japan, just because the line of Japan was so freaking long. Japan is very, very crowded, guys. The tourism is not normal. You never find very good seating spots on trains because it's too overcrowded. And I'm not speaking about the Japanese people, I'm speaking about the tourism. But China is not crowded. China is actually very, very underrated. China has unique landscapes, and Chinese people are so freaking nice. They are so freaking welcoming. They are not as strict. They don't try to conform into one standard. They are just very chill guys. And just as a Muslim girl, I need to say that I felt so freaking respected by Chinese people. I truly fall in love with the culture is also very unique and very special. The thing is, what a lot of people don't get is, because China being so huge, because China having such a very, very long history, it's not that one single Chinese culture, because so many tribes have influenced the Chinese culture. There are so many different tribes with their own culture, with their own language, with their own, like, so much influenced the Chinese culture. And it is actually like the Chinese culture is so unique and big and huge that you cannot say that is one Chinese culture. And you are getting to know so much more about China in general, being in China yourself. And like, the food was amazing. There are like cafes like Luckin Coffee, Mena Coffee, where you get like your matcha so freaking quick. To be like very honest, as a Muslim girly, I would recommend you to go to China first and then even try out Japan and go to Japan. But I definitely, like, as a hijabi, would recommend you China over Japan. So if you are not really sure, just look on TikTok, also look on my page. There are so many advices on what to know before you have your trip to China. If you like to know more about it, you can follow me, and that's it.
What's halal food like in China? So this might come as a surprise to some, but halal food is actually really quite accessible in China. And if you see a sign like this that's over a restaurant, then that's how halal is referred to in China. So I'm in Dali, which is a very ethnically diverse city. And first, I'm headed to one of the more popular halal joints here in the ancient city. And then second, a halal pastry shop, which is something I haven't actually seen anywhere else. This place is packed. Might not get a seat.
哎，你好，
一个炸烧粉。
在这儿吃吗？在这儿吃。我说坐在这里吃。
哦，对，是的，是的。
口语不同，没事吧？
对
10元。
你们是回族吗？
我们是这族的回民。谢谢。
China has several Muslim ethnic minorities who generally originate from the northwest, but today they live all over the whole country. This shop is run by Hui people.
I think the noodles are made of mung bean, which is kind of a specialty around here in Yunnan. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so that was delicious. Now on to the pastry shop.
One of the most iconic foods in Dali is flour cake, which is a pastry with rose petal filling. These shops are everywhere here. They're really good, but they're made with pork fat. So this pastry shop sells a halal version, and I'm really curious to see if it tastes any different. They also have many amazing looking breads, pastries, and cakes. I picked out the flour cake and a blueberry cheese pastry. The flour cake was doughier and not as flaky as the traditional version, but the outside was still crispy and the taste just as good. The blueberry pastry was fluffy and the cheese and blueberry paired so well.
Yeah, hope that was fun and interesting. Bye for now.
I don't know anyone who doesn't know how to find halal food in China. Today, I came to Lanzhou ramen next to my office. It has more than 37,000 restaurants in China, which is almost 10 times that of McDonald's in China.
来一个牛肉拉面、牛肉干饺、葱油饼、番茄炒蛋、孜然羊肉盖浇饭。点了几个记住了没？
The boss is a Muslim. All the owners of Lanzhou ramen are Muslim. There are about 30 million Muslims in China. The boss and his wife traveled 2,000 miles from northwest China to settle in South China. They have been running halal restaurants for 15 years and are now the owners of 4 Lanzhou ramen restaurants.
你们做这个店大概几点起来
几点
？7点开，晚上10点半关。你们兰州拉面大概有几万家吗
？500米之内有一家。
500米之内就有一家。
Lanzhou ramen is the largest number of halal restaurants in China. Not only provides convenience for Muslims to eat, but also becomes the first choice of fast food everywhere.
I ordered beef dumplings. This is scrambled eggs with tomatoes, and this is mutton rice, and this is 葱油饼. 葱油饼 is also a very traditional Chinese snack. This is Lanzhou ramen. This is the most traditional one. All this cost me about $9. The difference between Lanzhou ramen and the Japanese ramen. Lanzhou ramen noodles is very chewy. The noodles taste has a special aroma. The scrambled eggs with tomato is also very delicious. It's a dish that almost every Chinese family that often cook. Okay, let me have a taste of your mutton rice. The mutton rice is really delicious. The content inside is really authentic beef dumplings. It's beef inside.
If you're a Muslim visitor in Chongqing and wondering where to eat, save this video, because I'm about to show you an entire street full of halal restaurants right in the city center. This is Jiaochangkou. Historically, this area has always been a meeting point for migrants, traders, and minority communities. Generations ago, Hui Muslim families opened small restaurants here, serving halal beef noodles, lamb skewers, kaobaozi, and other classic dishes. Over time, more halal spots popped up. Today, it's one of the very few places in the city where Muslim visitors can walk an entire street, pick freely, and eat without worrying about ingredients. What about the iconic Chongqing hot pot? You think it's full of grease. It couldn't be halal, right? Actually, they have Muslim version hot pot restaurant in here as well. You can even find halal hot pot using lamb and beef, and it still tastes like authentic Chongqing hot pot. This place is also super accessible, and what's behind me is literally a subway exit. And it's also within walking distance of the city center Jiefang. We include this street as an optional lunch stop during our tour so we can accommodate different dietary needs. Follow me for more Chongqing travel tips and check out our tour options.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you one halal restaurant in Chongqing that serves the traditional Chongqing noodles. This is actually a street filled with halal restaurants. But this is the restaurant I'll be eating at. So this is the traditional Chongqing style noodles. Alright, so here are the noodles. The lovely auntie just mixed them for us. And the noodles consist of minced beef and chickpeas. I could eat this every day. Damn.
Best noodles in the world.
This halal barbecue spot has a genius system. You don't order anything here. Instead, the waiters stop at each table with a giant pile of skewers, and you tell them how many you want. The instant gratification of having food immediately made me eat way more than I normally would. At the end of the meal, a server counts all of the skewers to determine the final cost. A skinny skewer is 1 yuan, wide skewer is 3 yuan.
Hey friends, today we are hunting for the best halal food in Guangzhou. Zero ads, zero sponsor content. Like and save this video because you will definitely need it when you visit. Guangzhou's halal food has deep roots. We have over 1,000 years of Muslim trading history here. So today I'm taking you to the real Muslim communities to share the authentic flavors fully recognized by local Muslims. My top recommendation is Huiming Restaurant with 71 years of history. Their top signature is Guangzhou's unique halal dim sum. All Cantonese dim sum here has been perfectly modified to be 100% halal. Local Muslim friend has been eaten here for generations. It's something you can barely find elsewhere in China. For an immersive halal experience, you have to visit Baohan Zhijie. It's basically Guangzhou Little Silk Road. The entire street is packed with halal restaurants and fresh naan bakeries. From Xinjiang to the Middle East, you can taste it all right here. Don't want to travel far, just head to Xiaobei Metro Station. Famous spots that returning visitors love, like Antalya and Honghui restaurants, are all here and always packed. And here are 2 insider tips that will save you from touristy trap. Number 1, if a place is packed with local Muslims, it's totally legit. Number 2, all compliant halal restaurants in China have a specific official halal logo. You can just look for that to be safe. To sum up, try halal dim sum at Huiming Restaurant first. If Cantonese flavor aren't your thing, go explore Xiaobei or Baohan Zhijie. I'm Frida. Whether you need a sourcing help, a private guide, or translation services in Guangzhou, my team and I have you covered. Follow Frida in Guangzhou for more practical tips. See you in the next video. Bye!
Alright, come with me as I try halal Cantonese food in Guangzhou, China. The name of the restaurant in English is Huiming Hotel, and it's located in the old city area of central Guangzhou. Downstairs is just the entrance and the fish tank, but upstairs is where all the seating and everything is. It's not an aesthetic restaurant, but everything was organized and you can see into some parts of the kitchen. Here's the menu, but I let my local friend choose what to eat. And here's the Qingjian sign. Anyways, we ordered 2 different types of steamed dim sum. This was the prawn dim sum and this was my favorite, as you can probably tell from my facial expression. And then the Cantonese tradition is to wash it down with tea. I then tried the lamb steam bun, and this one was a bit sweet, but it wasn't my favorite. The next 2 dishes had then arrived. One was chicken with some sort of seafood and the other one was pea shoots with garlic. Now this vegetable dish was amazing. It tasted so fresh and it had fried garlic pieces in it that were soaked up in that liquid. It also had mushrooms in it, which I love. Now for the next dish, let's try the abalone. Honestly, I wasn't a fan. It was very chewy and lacked flavor, but the chicken was quite good. I mean, who doesn't like chicken? But anyways, that's all I had at this halal Cantonese restaurant. If you're in Guangzhou and you want to try halal Cantonese food, it's worth checking it out.
The most luxurious halal ramen in China. Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm in Lanzhou, my hometown. It's the birthplace of the most iconic Chinese Muslim food, Lanzhou hand-pulled beef noodle, also known as Lanzhou ramen. Today we will try the high-end version and 60 floor. Is it really worth the price? Let's find out. 约那个对。This is the place, 60 floor above the city. To have a bowl of Lanzhou beef noodle, it's insane. This is just the starter. We have salad, fruits, egg, the pu'er tea, the beef, everything. And here, look at the view. Oh, this is Lanzhou. This is the Yellow River. I think this is the most expensive beef noodle I've ever tried. Because in Lanzhou, a bowl of this beef noodle only $1. But this, wow. Oh, they even have the Wagyu beef. Classic elements of the Lanzhou beef noodle. The hand-pulled noodle, white, radish, green scallions with the coriander. The broth is very clear. Look, spoiled with the beef and beef bone. Oh, very authentic flavor. Oh, the texture of the hand-pulled noodle, so good. It's chewy, it's bouncing in your mouth. Oh, the broth is sensational. Their starting price is $12 for a side, with noodle, with the starters and everything. And the highest expensive one is the $37. This one, they have some Wagyu inside, and also they have this. Sea cucumber and quinoa porridge. It's very healthy and very luxury. Let's try the Wagyu. so tender, just melt in your mouth. Oh, it's a good combination. First time I try, Wagyu with the Lanzhou beef noodle. Wow. I would order the Da Kuan, it's flat one. This is a very special dessert here in Lanzhou. This is the yogurt, and this one is the fermented wheat ear. So good in the summertime. For me, it's definitely worth it. Where you can get the view of the stunning Lanzhou, the Yellow River, and all that, together with my favorite food, Lanzhou beef noodle. Welcome to Lanzhou. So stay tuned and spread love.
这段视频其实不只是旅游推荐，它本质上是在做一件事，用亲身体验对比中国和日本，而且视角非常特殊，不是普通游客，而是穆斯林女性旅行者，她们最在意的是什么？不是风景，而是3个非常现实的问题。第一，能不能吃到清真食品？第二，是否被尊重？第三，旅行是否方便？安全结果很有意思，在很多人默认日本更适合旅游的情况下，他们却给出了一个相反的结论：中国在这些维度上更友好。如果把这个视频当成一份非官方观察报告，它其实提供了一个很重要的信息：中国的优势并不只是大河发展快，而是在于一种被很多人忽略的能力，对多元文化的实际承载能力。从3万多家兰州拉面店，到遍布各地的清真餐厅，再到不同民族长期共存的社会结构，这些不是短期打造出来的，而是历史长期形成的结果。所以当越来越多外国人开始用体验而不是印象来评价中国，很多原本单一的叙事其实正在被慢慢改写，而你现在看到的这类视频可能只是一个开始。